I'm Isis Romero, and this is the news in San Antonio. San Antonio City Council members are preparing for a vote that could shape the future of Project Marvel and a proposed downtown arena for the Spurs. Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones has a resolution calling for a pause on approving any non-binding agreement. The council will also vote on a separate item that, if approved, would greenlight the process to move forward. Zach Briggs has been following these developments and spoke with the Spurs' top attorney for perspective.
Big decisions on Thursday for City Council. Meanwhile, the Spurs reaffirming their commitment and confidence in this potential new arena and the city's overall multi-billion-dollar vision.
I caught up with Bobby Pettis, chief legal counsel for the San Antonio Spurs. He pointed to the proposed term sheet, which details the organization's overall $2.1 billion commitment. Pettis noted how the Spurs would contribute $500 million for the downtown arena, while the city and county would generate $489 and $311 million, respectively. Pettis also shed light on the Spurs providing $2.5 million annually over the 30-year term of the agreement as part of a community benefits deal. Looking ahead to City Council, the mayor's resolution is asking for a pause on approving the non-binding term sheet until an independent economic impact analysis is completed and City Council members can gather community feedback. She says it's vital for the public to have a study they can compare with the already presented analysis, which was completed by a company with business ties to the Spurs. Pettis emphasized there's no bias in the current report. He's hopeful council will be voting in favor of moving forward with the term sheet.
I think an additional report is another data point, and we've been walking through this exercise for well over 15 to 24 months, and we've learned quite a bit, and we believe, from our perspective, we have enough information to make decisions and set the deal up that is fair to the community so the voters can decide on.
As for that monumental City Council meeting, it's set to begin at 9 a.m. on Thursday. I'm Zach Briggs, KENS 5.
A 13-year-old boy charged in the fatal shooting of his younger brother has been released by a judge. Police say the boys and other children were playing with a gun in July when it went off. 8-year-old Daniel Cáceres was shot and later died. The 13-year-old was charged with manslaughter. A judge agreed to release him under certain conditions, including mandatory counseling. His next court date is set for August 25th. The teen is now living with his grandmother. Lawyers for the city of San Antonio and Southwest Airlines met in federal court. The airline claims that San Antonio's gate criteria wrongfully favored other airlines. The city is calling for the case's dismissal. Meredith Haas sat in on the hearing to see what happens from here.
Southwest Airlines is pushing for a summary judgment to avoid a trial, while the judge has to make a decision on whether to approve the city's motion to throw out the case altogether.
We're not trying to dictate to airlines what they charge customers. We're not telling airlines where they're going to fly.
But Southwest Airlines disagreed with city attorneys in federal court today. The airline argues during San Antonio's gate allocation, the city tried to control how Southwest ran its business, which is not allowed under federal law. The airline argues the airport played favorites when it came to gate allocation, giving more to airlines like Delta, adding the city rewarded airlines who committed to building luxury lounges in the new terminal, which unfairly penalized Southwest Airlines. Lawyers for the airline told a federal judge today the city misled the company. They continue to claim they were not notified of the terminal placement change, that it wasn't until June 20th they were told Southwest would share Terminal A instead of being in Terminal C, allowing the airline to grow as projected. Southwest Council also alleged the city changed the facts of terminal placement from the original agreement, to which the city attorney said,
We disagree, and we want to end up with an airport that best serves the San Antonio community.
The city's attorneys told me that the judge could take months to make this decision, but he could rule in favor on both motions. He could rule in favor against. He could also make separate decisions on each. But as for the airport, the city's attorneys tell me that they plan to move forward with construction as planned. Reporting outside the federal courthouse, Meredith Haas, KENS 5.
A new school year means new rules for San Antonio ISD students, including no phones. With a statewide cell phone ban, district leaders have a game plan for what enforcement looks like on campus. Earl Stoudemire explains.
In an email, SAISD gave us an overview of their cell phone policy, saying students must silence their devices and keep them out of sight for the school day. The district did clarify exceptions for students with a documented disability and/or medical needs. Some schools have already laid out guidelines online. Lanier High School posted that the ban includes phones, headphones, smartwatches, and other communication devices. Its staff warned there will be consequences for students who don't follow the policy. Smith Elementary School page goes into more specific details. The first time your child's phone is taken, the student can sign to pick it up at the end of the day. The second time, the school will hold the phone until the end of the next school day, and the parent has to pick it up. The third time involves the school holding the phone until the parent meets with the principal. The student can also be suspended for a day and allowed to turn over their phone to the school every morning for the rest of the school year. For any questions, be sure to check in with your SAISD campus. In studio, Earl Studemeyer, KENS 5.
There's new artwork in downtown San Antonio honoring the queen of Tejano music, Selena Quintanilla. You can find the mural along North Lorena and West Houston near historic Market Square. It's the latest creation for San Antonio artist Roland Alvarez. On his Instagram, Alvarez says the people of San Antonio will always love and remember Selena. And that's the news in San Antonio.